How are you, my friends? This is another video in the playlist Basic Math Terms. I advise you guys to go and watch the past videos from part 1 to part 13 at your leisure time. This is only an example. In part 12, the terms were about functions, and in part 13, we clarified some terms about circles. Now, this is part 14, which is about shapes. Other videos and other terms will be uploaded later. So in this part 14, there are some shapes I would like to mention and define and give you some examples like triangle, base, height, isosceles, equilateral, right triangle, Pythagorean, hypotenuse, vertex, and then the plural we say vertices, quadrilateral, parallelogram, square, rectangle, diagonal, trapezoid, rhombus. Let's start with a triangle. Everyone knows a triangle. Tri means three. Three angles, there's angles. So a triangle, let's say triangle ABC, A is a vertex, you can see here. That's one of the words. A is a vertex. When we have three vertices, we say ABC are vertices. We don't say vertexes. So A is a vertex. ABC are vertices. Now, this is a vertex A, this is a vertex B, this is a vertex C. Now this one, small c, is this length here, AB. Small a, length of BC, all this, small a. Small b is this length, AC. Now AE, we call it, you see AE is the right triangle here, right angle. AE is a height, the height, and this is the base here, BC is the base. So if we need the parameter of this triangle, the sum of the lengths of all sides, so just small a plus small b plus small c, you get a number. So this number is the parameter of the triangle. The area, half the base times the height. The base here is this small a, and the height is capital HC. So a times h all divided by 2. You can use any letters there, or you can use the formula, half the base times the height. That's a triangle. Now, we have many types of triangles. Two important types of triangle: isosceles triangle. See the word here, isosceles triangle, not easy word, is a triangle with two equal sides. See this one equal, see this dash here? This is equal sides. The angles, see these angles, opposite the equal sides are also equal. This angle is equal to this angle. You can see very clear by colors, by arrows, by the name. Isosceles triangle. Equilateral triangle. Equilateral, there's something equal here. Is a triangle in which all three sides are equal. So if this is like 6, this is 6, this is 6. This is A, this is A, this is A. Also, each angle is 60 degrees. So this one we call it equilateral triangle. Just you have to know the definitions, please. I mentioned the Pythagorean Theorem. This famous theorem is named for the Greek mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras. We have a right triangle ABC, right angle at C, which means there is a 90 degrees at C. Now the triangle, we have three vertices and we have three sides. The longest side here, we call it hypotenuse, Hypotenuse, and the other two sides, we call them sides or legs. Now, if we mention A, that means A is a vertex.
But if you mention the three together, we say ABC are vertices. This is the plural of vertex. We don't say vertexes, we say vertices. Now, the Pythagorean theorem says a squared plus b squared is equal c squared, which means the sum of the squares of the shorter sides. So you take the shorter sides, A and B, you square each one, then you add. So the sum of the squares of the shorter sides is equal the square of the longest, which we call hypotenuse. Now hypotenuse will be the longest side facing the 90 degrees.
Let's move now to another shape. We call it quadrilateral. It is a polygon with 4 edges and 4 vertices. Or simply, we can say a flat shape with 4 straight sides. It can be any shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So quadrilateral is a general shape of 4 straight sides. Now we have here types of quadrilateral, special types. We have parallelogram, we will see the definition. We have rhombus, we have square, we have rectangle, we have trapezoid. Let's see each one. The parallelogram. Parallelogram, you can just read easily here. It has opposite sides parallel and equal in length. So this side here, you see 2 dashes here, 2 dashes. This side is parallel to this side, and they are equal also. This side is equal to this side, and also they are parallel. Okay, if you need the area, I will explain this later here. If you need the area is the base times the height. If this is the base here, this is the base, or this is the base, same, and this is the height. So just multiply b times h. You can put this height also, it's the same. So just take the height and the base, multiply. Now in parallelogram, there is a theorem says the two diagonals, see this diagonal here, this is the diagonal, and the other diagonal, we have two diagonals there. See, this is a diagonal, and this is another diagonal. The two diagonals bisect each other. This diagonal bisect the other diagonal. So we can see question number 3, solution, the question and the solution to explain this idea. Squares and rectangles are all parallelogram. You can see here, squares and rectangles are inside here the parallelogram. All right, let's see the square. Square is the easy one, a plane figure with 4 equal straight sides and 4 right angles, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. That's a square. This is the shape of the square. All the sides are equal. Let's call this side x to make it easy. Call it x, you can call it y, you can call it anything you like. It's a variable. If you need the area of the whole square, just multiply 2 sides. So this is x squared, because this is the same x here. If you need the parameter, you add all the sides. You add x plus x plus x plus x. So the parameter, we can say p is the parameter. It's 4x. So remember here the difference to find the area and to find the parameter. This is for the square. Rectangle. This is the shape of a rectangle. A plane figure with 4 straight sides and 4 right angles. But these sides are not equal like the square. This is equal this. So let's call it W and W. We can say maybe W is like width. All right. And this is the length. This side parallel to this side, and they are also equal. So let's call it L and L. If you need the area, it's W times L, width times length. If you need the perimeter, you add W plus L plus W plus L, which is 2W plus 2L. Just remember these nice formulas. Let's go to trapezoid. Trapezoid has a pair of opposite sides parallel. A pair of opposite sides parallel. So we can have base 1, base 2, and the height. So you can see this is the shape of a trapezoid, base 1, base 2, and the height. So the two sides are parallel. Now, if you need the area of this whole, you see whole. So this is B1, so the base 1 here, base 1 is B1, base 2 is B2. So B1, base 1 plus B2, you add all base 2, all this, you see, all this, times the height, this is the h, divide by 2. Or you can say 1/2, inside you add B1 plus B2 times the h. That's the same formula, different format. This is a trapezoid. Now the rhombus. Rhombus is a four-sided shape where all sides have equal length. Also, opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal. This is a rhombus. So here we have angle A, angle A. You see that's angle equal. Angle B, angle B. This side, all the sides are equal. This is parallel. This is also parallel. We have here diagonal 1 and this is diagonal 2. Diagonal, the dashed line in the second figure. See, this is diagonal. See, this is the word diagonal. They meet in the middle at right angle. So when you draw diagonal 1, you draw diagonal 2, they are perpendicular lines. So this is angle 90. A rhombus is sometimes called diamond. So when you see the word diamond, this is the shape here, a rhombus. Now I will present 3 questions in this video with the solutions, and I will leave for you 3 practice questions with answers only. Very light, simple questions. Let's find the area of the triangle with base 20 centimeters and height 15. Just you can pause the video if you want to practice. Go to the first slide about triangle. Find the area. I think you remember the area. Half the base times the height. Now, ready? Let's go. So the base is 20 and the height is 15. Just directly you go to the base area, multiply a half times the base times the height. So this is half means over 2. 20 times 15. So this is 150. You have to write here centimeters squared. If you don't write the units, that's wrong because we have units in the question. Sometimes you have in the question without units. We say 20. Maybe 20 centimeters, 20 meters, 20 feet, 20 miles. If there are no units, do not write units. You just write something squared. Okay, square unit. If you have centimeter, you write centimeter squared. If you have inches, you write inches squared. That's for the area. Now for the perimeter, you write only centimeters. Let's see question number 2. Find the perimeter of the rectangle with width 50 inches and length 60 inches. We need, remember, we need the perimeter. You can find also the area if you like. So let's say the perimeter rectangle. Remember rectangle? What is the formula for the perimeter? You add all the sides, W plus L plus W plus L. Now, this is the given here. width is 50 inches, length is 60 inches. So the parameter 2W plus 2L, 2 times 50 plus 2 times 60. So that's 220 inches. You see, 220 inches, that's a parameter, the length around the rectangle. Question number 3 may be a little difficult. I give you 4 points here. P 12, Q 44, R 59, and S 27. Show that you need the shape between these vertices, it's a quadrilateral. Show that this form here, quadrilateral, is a parallelogram by proving that its two diagonals bisect each other.
Let's look at the solution of question number 3. We have 4 points P, Q, R, and S. To prove that the two diagonals bisect each other, we have to show the two diagonals have the same midpoint. We know the formula for a midpoint, x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So let's take P and R. So we say 1 plus 5 over 2, 2 plus 9 over 2 will be 3, and then 11 over 2. Let's take the other midpoint on the diagonal QS. So we say 4 plus 2 over 2, which is 3, 4 plus 7 over 2, which is 11 over 2. We see this is the same point. Now, since one diagonal bisects the other, then this shape, PSRQ, this is a quadrilateral, this is a parallelogram. Now, I will leave here 3 practice questions, simple ones you can try. I will leave the answer at the end. Find the area of a rectangle with width 50 inches and length 60 inches. The second one, if the area of a square is equal to 4,900 meters squared, find its parameter. So given the area, find the parameter. Practice number 3, is this triangle isosceles or equilateral? Please go and check the definitions and then decide. You can find here the 3 answers. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can subscribe and share it with your friends. I hope I can see you in another video with another topic. Thank you guys for listening.